Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to another Chronicles of a Crafter. So it's another Make It Monday, and I am going to be playing with my little junk journal that I have here. This is the soft cover, really flexible junk journal that I made out of a file folder and a fabric that has this monochrome print on it. So I'm calling this the Monochrome Junk Journal, regardless of how I decorate it. I also, this right here is just a tablecloth, basically, that I covered the file folder with, stitched around it, and tied it up with some very pretty ribbon that I have on stash, both polka dot and gingham. Okay, and I know these are some super long straps. I said maybe 12 to 15 inches, but I went a little overboard, and this is probably about 24 inches worth of ribbon here to tie the book up with. But hopefully we can get this really fat and full and, you know, decorated and pretty. Okay, this way I will use up more of this ribbon to keep it closed. Otherwise, I can always just tie it, cut it, and now I have two pieces of scraps. So that can happen also. While I'm sitting here thinking about how am I going to decorate this journal, it suddenly dawned on me that I kind of feel like my journals need a theme. You know, I've done the traveler's notebooks, and those really didn't have themes, but I feel like this journal needs to take on its own personality. And I want to give it a theme. So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do is pull out some of these really pretty papers out of some paper packs that I have on stash. I pulled these out of 3 different paper packs. One of them is Cozy Neutrals. The other one, I think, I don't know. I'll have to check and see. But there's quite a few paper packs that I have on stash, and yeah, these are just some pages that I think will look really good in a monochrome journal. So yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do, is a pretty farmhouse theme journal. Okay. So these are just 2 other paper packs that I have. I think farmhouse is a nice neutral black and white type of patterns, and you know, just very earthy, and I think that'll look really good in a journal. So that's a 6x6 Recollections paper pack. This is a much larger paper pack, 12x12. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's cardstock, and no, I did not pay $22 for it. I always shop with either a coupon or when things are on sale. And this is, I've used this before. This is a really nice paper pack. It says cardstock, but it doesn't really feel like a heavy cardstock weight, as opposed to the 60-pound 176 GSM weight of a Recollections paper pack. But this I'd probably, I don't know, it's a little thicker than copy paper or regular scrapbooking paper, but it's a lot thinner than cardstock. So anyway, I think there's probably 3 or 4 patterns of each. Let's see, 3 patterns of each design. So if you see it multiple times, it's not because the book repeats, it's that there's 3 patterns of the same, and if there's a pattern missing, if one of the 3 are missing, then that means I've used that page already. Oh, this is so pretty. This is a green polka dot. It's really cute. I like that a lot. Oh, good. There's all 3 of them. I'm going to grab one of these, and that'll go in my stash for decorating that journal. Let me just flip through there one more time. And yeah, so I think a farmhouse journal theme, a farmhouse theme journal, I think will look really cute. And I have lots of this farmhouse paper that will look really good in there. So let's just go ahead and get started. I think today I'm going to make a couple of journaling cards and maybe a few tags out of this. And yes, some of it already comes pre-designed, but we're going to amp this up a little bit. Alright guys, let me grab some stuff and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went and grabbed my ruler, my scissors. I got glue everywhere, so that shouldn't be a problem. I just wanted to show you guys my latest Dollar Tree haul. So I went to Dollar Tree the other day and I picked up these really cool stencils, which actually gave me the idea for a farmhouse journal. And I just want to show you the quality of this stencil. So it's not the greatest. You will have to hold on to it as you apply it to your projects, but isn't that cool? Let me see if I can find a sheet that'll make it stand out more. But that says Farmers Market Local Fresh, and that's one of the stencils. I guess I don't even have to take it out the packaging for you to see it, really, on a white surface or white background. This is another one that I picked up. It says Our Story, Farmhouse, The Best Things. And then I also grabbed these stickers. So these are some 3D pop-up stickers. These I will open and show you. And I also grabbed some rub-on transfers. So these are, you know, it has the sticky puffy pads on the back, and it's, you know, 3D. So these are just some additional stickers that I grabbed. And then these are my rub-on transfers. I love rub-on transfers because they can just change your entire project from being to being something really cool. And this is a rub-on transfer. I won't read you everything on here, but there's some really cool foliage on here. And then here's another one with farm fresh flowers, and another one that says farmhouse, home, welcome, you know, etc. So yeah, I just found these and was like, oh, that's new. You know, Dollar Tree is always bringing out something new, and I haven't been there in a while, so I grabbed these while I was there. And as I'm sitting here thinking of a theme, this popped into my head, and here we are. So I'm thinking also that I want my signatures in this journal not to be so much, not to be so random. Okay, so here are my signatures that I have in here. Here, I'll put this aside so it doesn't rip. So these are my signatures that I was looking at doing, and they are coffee dyed pages, and as you know, they stick out to the side this way because of this center page is further in than the outer page. Okay, so by the time it gets here, it's usually poking out maybe 1/4 of an inch over the end of the signature. Okay, so I have these coffee dyed pages, and some of them are colored, some are just plain copy weight paper that I just coffee dyed or tea dyed. And I think this is just so, it's just so junk journal, you know. I think I want to go for something with a more cleaner lines, and just something a little bit more refined and not so randomly junk journal-y, okay, if that makes any sense. So what I think I'm going to do, besides decorating with all of these pretty papers, which these are definitely going into the journal. So yeah, these are the ones that I've selected to go into the journal. So besides decorating with those, I think I just want to use some standard paper. So this is 9 by 12. It's a sketch pad, but the quality of the paper is a little bit heavier than copyright paper. 6x9 is awesome size for this junk journal. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the sketch pad, and I'll redo all my signatures and make the sketch pad pages be my signature pages. All right, so that means I won't be able to use, let me see, I may have some 12x12 vellum. Cut these and use it as a signature cover. Oh man, yeah, I could do that. I just need about 3 or 4 of these, because I believe my journal will only have about 3 or 4 signatures in it. You know, when I get to thinking, time flies, okay? Let's just say that, because a minute ago, it felt like a minute ago, I started talking, and now here we are 7.5 minutes later. And I don't even know what I've said in those 7.5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to cut these down. These are my 12x12 acetate sheets. I hope my ring light is not giving you too much glare. But yeah, these are 12x12 acetate sheets, and I have 4 of them out right now. I'm going to cut them down to 9x12 to have them fit into, or have these pages fit into it as my signature cover. All right, so let me grab my large guillotine and I'll be right back. Okay, so I grabbed my large guillotine and I just took my 12x12 acetate sheet and folded it in half. And now I'm just going to cut 3 inches off the bottom of the acetate. And that didn't do that well, but okay. I'll just snip that off. Okay, so yeah, I just cut off 3 inches, making this a 9x6 cover for my signature. All right, so yeah, and I'm gonna take my corner rounder and just use, I'm using the the large corner rounder on this one. Hopefully it will take. Yeah, so I have to do it individually so that it takes, but this is approximately 10 millimeters in diameter or size, and I'm only going by that based on the We Are Memory Keepers, which right now is stuck. So yeah, I think glue may have gotten in there. I may have rounded a corner that was glued, and my We Are Memory Keepers corner rounder is glued. So there. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that to all of them. So there's another. So far I have 3. I think I'll do one more just for kicks and giggles and see if I need it at all. If not, I'll have a signature cover ready to go for the future. Okay, nice. Alright, so let me move this out of the way. And these are just some acetate left over. I don't know what, oh, here's another one. I don't know where all of them went, but I think I'm missing one. I'm just going to set those aside for now. I may use them later. But here are my 4 signature covers made out of acetate. I will use either a tracing page in here. Yeah, I'll probably get a sheet of tracing paper to go inside of that. And that'll be my cover. Alright. Or I can probably do one of these fancy sheets right here as my inside cover. of the acetate. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, shall we? I'm going to use something a little lighter. So here is this non-directional pumpkin sheet. I can use something like that. And I like this green a lot. I think I'll do one of these. So I have these 3. Okay. And I know I have some different gingham. I don't know. I may save this one for a different project. So yeah, I may use these 3 as my actual signature covers. So let's do that before I change my mind completely. And I'll see if I can find, I think I have some more gingham in either a gray or more of a black and white, but this size. So let me go take a look and see if I can find that. Alright, so I went ahead and cut my 12 by 12s down to 9 by 6 and rounded the corners. So this is what it looks like here. This is going to be my center signature. And I'm going to keep these. This is a 3 by 12 sheet of paper that I've cut off from the larger sheet. And I'm going to make pockets and tucks with them. So the covers will have at least one pocket on either side. And the only reason why I realized that it needs that is because one of my pages have the label on it still. And I think maybe even, yeah, so here it is. So I'm going to have to cover that up somehow. And why not use one of these? So I can cut this down to 9 by 3 and make a little pocket right here. I can leave it folded in half and put a little double pocket right here, and that will cover up my pricing. There's a couple of different things that I can do. So let's see. I'm gonna mix and match these so that the cover doesn't have the same on the inside and the outside. So this pumpkin one will go in here. Oh yeah, I can even do that. I can put the page all the way across and make a nice big pocket front and back cover. And let's see, on this one, there's no pricing back there, so I can do maybe 2 corner tucks on the front and the back with this paper. All right, so let me go ahead and start cutting some of this and see what I want to make with it. This one, I think I'm going to just do one long pocket going this way. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. It'll give me a nice big space to put a lot of stuff. And I'm going to make this into a gusset. So I know it's folded in half, right? And this is my center. I'm just going to use maybe my 2.5 inch circle punch. Yep, my 2.5 inch circle punch. And I'm just going to cut a little thumb notch out right there. This thing grabs my hand every single time. I don't know if it's the way I'm holding it or what, but my goodness, that hurt. And then I will, jeez, and then I will center this on this page and cut off the excess, or I can make a gusset. Let's see. I think I'll do an accordion pocket right here on this side. So I'll line this up in the center. We have our corner notch cut out. I'm not even going to cut the accordions off. I'm just going to fold the 2 sides of the paper back and forth like a little accordion. All right. So there's that. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Ouch. including this deadly animal that I have. This thing, if you're not holding it correctly, it will squeeze your hand in there. And even I think if you are holding it correctly, it's a heavyweight type of circle punch there. But let's see, this right here is 9 inches, so, and this is 12, so I know I'll have 3 inches on one end, so 1.5 and 1.5 on the 2 sides of the signature cover. So let's just line this up to 1.5 here. And I'm just going to place something on it to hold it down. And then this right here at 12 inches should fit across the entire thing, leaving me with 1.5 here and 1.5 here. And then I'll just put a little marker on the paper to let me know that it's perfectly centered. Here's my center mark from the fold. Just score it. And you could line it up with anything. I'm just going to put it at 4. Okay, so here is my first fold on the accordion. Alright, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It just so happens that I placed this one at 1.5, so there we have it. Okay, so I know that this right here fits perfectly into here as a pocket. If you don't want the accordions, you just cut these off, these 2 little tabs, and you're good to go. But I want the accordion, so let's see. If I place it at 4, I can see I'll do every 1/2 inch. We'll see what every 1/2 inch gets us. Okay, so this one folds in, this one folds out, and then this one folds in. Alright, so there's our little tiny accordion right there, and when you glue your page down, you have that much room to put stuff in. Okay, so again, I'm just scoring it at 1/2 inch, every 1/2 inch. So there, here, and here. Here's my original fold. I'm going to fold it back on the 1/2 inch, and then fold it forward on the 1/2 inch. Alright, so there is our other side of the accordion. I have to round these corners because the corner of the page is rounded. And I'm hoping that my corner rounder takes this many pages folded. Gotta get it all the way to the center. Yeah, lovely. Okay. So that's that, and that's gonna go down here. Just like so. And I'm just gonna use some good old, I don't know, let's use some art glitter. Just gonna get some glue all around here on this last tab of the accordion on both sides, and then one little strip of glue down at the bottom here. I know I'm very brave. I'm gluing directly on top of my project, like I don't have mistakes. Alright, so there's that. And I'm just going to place my fingers in here just to hold it in place and try to get it as straight as possible, because art glitter gives you no time to adjust. Oh, that came out perfect. Lovely. Alright, so here is our little accordion pocket that's on the inside of the signature with the pumpkins on it. And I see like there's a little bit of ear shining through down at the bottom here, but I think I just need to hold it tight for a moment. Okay. Yeah, because I cut the corners off, it's not a solid surface down there at the bottom, but it's fine. I'll live with that. It's not like I'm putting nickels and dimes so I should be okay. And here's the cover for that one. Okay, and I'll find something to go on the back side over here if I need anything at all. All right, so there's that one. Let's do this other one here. This one I said I was going to cut it in half and make some corner tucks with it. And it's already folded in half from the 3-inch cut mark that I made. So I'm just going to use my scissor and try to get it all at once. Not too bad. Okay, and this is going to go inside here. I'm going to place a corner tuck on this side, and I'll place another one on that side. So let me just round the corners. Just one corner will be rounded, the one that's going to the outside. And I will place another one over here, which is also going to the outside. I'm wondering if I want to cut this on an angle or not. I don't think so. I think I just want to round this corner up here. So it'll be a catty cornered rounded edges, I guess. Yeah, that'll look much better. Okay, so yeah, when you tuck things, yeah, it'll look much nicer with a rounded corner right there. And again, I'm just using art glitter very bravely on top of my project. And I'm going to place this down. Let me move the acetate. I'm just going to place this down right here in this corner. Okay, there's that one, and I'm going to do the same for this side. So again, I'm just going to put glue on two sides. I can't even make a straight line with glue. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, there was some dead air right there for a moment. I was just concentrating on getting this glue down. Okay. And again, I'm just moving really quickly to get this art glitter glue stuck down, because again, it doesn't give you much time to adjust. So now we have that. Isn't that cool? That's so cute. All right, so I'm gonna place this back into its little sleeve here. So 2 down and 1 to go. This one I thought about just running it straight across here using the center of the signature cover as its own center. So I'm going to put 2 thumb notches in here very carefully with my 2.5-inch circle punch. I'm just going to guesstimate where the center is on this one, moving my hands out of the way appropriately, and I'm going to cut right there. Okay, and I will round the corners down here, and line this up and glue it down. Alright, so this time I'm going to apply the glue directly to the signature cover because I couldn't see that well where I was placing the card, and apparently didn't place it where it needed to go. So I'm just going to add some glue directly to this page and work my way the opposite way. It's too much pressure trying to get this straight with the glue on it, and so yeah. Okay, now that's much better. Okay, so now we have this right here, and I see that when I fold this, it wants to push out, so I do have a bit of an issue on one side of this cover. So I'm just going to cut this down, which also cuts my corner a little wonky. So I'm just going to place it back in my corner rounder, wrong one, and re-round that corner. Okay, easy peasy, all easy fixes. Whoops. And I'm going to bone fold it to make sure, just to retrain this corner right here, this centerpiece of the pocket. Alright guys, so that's that. We have one signature, two signatures, and three signatures. Alright, great. I think I'm going to leave you guys here. It's plenty for a Monday. It's a lot. Alright guys, have a crafty day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Stay naturally curious.